Hey guys, how you doing? So we're going to be watching the Spider-Man Brand New Day Trailer 2. I cannot fucking wait for this. This is about to cook. I'm not going to lie to you guys, completely transparent. I'm aware of all the Sony leaks. I've seen this trailer in very low quality-ish clips here and there that you just can't avoid on Instagram. And I know as a viewer, that's frustrating. If I watch a reaction video and they say I've already seen the leaks, it does annoy me. So I apologise. I've been in your shoes. That's not fun because you want a raw reaction. But let's be real, there's nothing like seeing a trailer in full quality. And who fucking knows, maybe they've changed some stuff around, added stuff. Could have been an older cut of the trailer. That's not, if you guys know how trailers work, they're constantly changing, multiple trailers being made, and then obviously the one that gets picked is the one that gets picked. But this could very well be something completely different. I don't have a clue. But yeah, what I'm looking for in this trailer, from what I've seen, show me Rage Hulk, please. Give me more context on the actual fucking plot, in the sense of who's the villain. How does Jean Grey play into this? We all know the worst kept secret of all time that Jean Grey's in this film. What else? There was something else. The human spider stuff. I want to know what's happening there with Peter. Are we going to get a reveal here? I don't think we will. But we very much could. Who, as I said, who knows what they're going to do here. But I am gassed for this. I think this film needs to be and will be very, very good. This film looks like it's taking itself more seriously. I'm getting more of that classic Spider-Man feel, doing his own thing. My only concern, and I've said this from the jump, of information coming out for this film, please don't overstuff this with bullshit. Spider-Man has a track record, you guys know, of overstuffing its films and its content with bullshit. Spider-Man 3 had 3 villains in there. Why? Why did it need that? Then you have Amazing Spider-Man 2, had the potential to genuinely be my favourite Spider-Man film, and I'm not taking the piss when I say that. I rewatched it the other month. There's a good film in there. There really is. Andrew Garfield is gold as Spider-Man and as Peter. His relationship with Gwen Stacy is lightning in a bottle in terms of chemistry on screen. But it's overstuffed with Electro, Goblin, Sinister Six setup, his dad's fucking plotline. Bullshit. Please don't do that, because this film has a lot in there. There's Punisher, The Hand, all his rogues gallery of like unknown villains. It has Rage Hulk. It has Jean Grey. Does that mean that there's more X-Men set up within this? What is this film really about? And then it's juggling that with the MJ and Ned stuff that they cannot leave alone. It felt like a good place last film, No Way Home, to leave that for a while. And then, you know, bring them in maybe later if you want to bring them in. But it would have been good to have a break from that. And they're front and present here. They're obviously going to use Zendaya because she's such a big star. But let's see. I'm not judging it until I see where the film takes it. Good first trailer. Speakers are on. Let's fucking send this. I'm actually really excited. Right. Time to lock in. 3, 2, 1. Please don't suck. Oh shit.
What is happening to me? Did you miss me, Spidey?
Scorpion.
I'm losing my mind.
There you go. Was it making him more brutal?
I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
Final semester.
The suit's good. It's not amazing. It's a good suit though.
Maybe someone.
Okay, we'll buy someone.
So he's trying to contain his.
Dr. Banner, you found a way to suppress mutating DNA, right?
If you see me with this stuff, run.
So could you
I assume
get rid of the
he doesn't
bad
remember
aspects
him,
but keep
right?
the good?
How would you decide what parts of nature are good or bad?
Sorry about that.
You're not one of my students, are you?
Yeah, he doesn't. So his powers are almost scaling up. They're getting stronger.
One we can't even see.
See that's got to be Jean Grey, right?
You're the only one who's immune to it.
Frank looked immune to it there, though.
Sense it.
And what do you think they're looking for?
Oh, see, you stumbled across my board. I'm not one of those weirdos, I swear.
He's a little weird. I'm MJ.
There she is.
You two don't know each other?
Hey,
Yo, Spider-Man. You okay? You get rid of that monster
who's
inside
that?
you?
Oh,
I think I might go see how MJ's doing.
so they know who
You're not
he
gonna
is.
get away with this.
It's got to be Jean Grey because
he
she'd
might.
read his head. Woo!
I didn't know you could get that.
Yes! Finally!
You just have to trust me.
Fine.
This whole thing can get really scary.
I'm loving the swinging.
Who the hell are you?
Frank, please. I don't have anywhere else to go.
By the people who love you,
Fucking love
just gonna
Punisher.
let him go by himself.
Nice shot.
Love you because you're you.
If you're gonna do something, you better do it now.
I'm loving this tone. It's very epic, serious. Not too much jokes in this trailer.
I miss you, mate.
It's like, oh, they still didn't go
Alright,
into
just
the
give me a
plot
sec.
too much on the
Give me a
villain. They're
sec.
really trying to hide it.
I'm not in high school anymore. Oh, did you stretch? You a big stretcher? It's so good for you.
There's your classic Spidey
You
humor.
ready?
Bosh. Nice. July 31st can't come near enough. As I said before, seen most of that trailer already in clips and stuff. Still hits. Still hits. It's a really good trailer. It's not perfect. I do think that this kind of brings up the point that I was on about, in the sense of it's juggling so much. The trailer's bouncing around from everything that it has to cover. The Ned and MJ stuff, I feel, watching this, that could be the part I leave the film saying that wasn't needed. That makes sense. It feels like they're very much going to have that scene where he takes Zendaya. Basically, from what I gathered, the villain, Jean Grey, is probably being used or manipulated or something. She knows that MJ is close with Peter. She's definitely read his mind. Something like that. Hence why in that clip, you see the random person she's taken over saying, maybe I'll visit MJ, give her a visit. He'll take her to Frank for protection because he knows Frank's a stone cold killer. And honestly, that's probably the safest place she could be. That's what I gather from this. The Hulk stuff's interesting. I don't know. Obviously, he said, if you see me without this, run. I assume maybe he gets caught up in an ambush. Maybe as Peter's visiting him, Peter gets attacked. Mark Ruffalo's device gets knocked off, blasted off or something. And then Spider-Man has to deal with him. But that obviously, I think that'll be a second act thing. Leading into that third act, I'm really intrigued as to what's going to happen. And I'm just assuming I'm correct here. I could be way off. But I think the first act of this film will be him fighting his rogues gallery shitters like that. Boomerang, Tarantula that we saw in that first trailer. I think as we're getting a montage of that, or a sequence of that, we'll see his powers start playing up a little bit. A bit Spider-Man 2 vibes with Tobey Maguire. And I can see that leading into the second act, him visiting Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner. The Hulk fight towards the end of that act, and then leading into the third. Who fucking knows? I really do assume it's Sadie Sink's Jean Grey that's being used, and he's going to have to find whoever's doing it. Or maybe it's just her. Maybe she's misguided at this point, and he has to take her down, show her the better way. If you guys think back to Age of Ultron with Scarlet Witch, who was obviously misguided because she viewed the Avengers and Tony Stark as villains and as horrid people because of the Stark Industries bomb that blew up, almost blew up her house, and that whole Sokovia thing. That she started off with Ultron. Let's not forget that. So I think that could be a very similar situation here with Sadie Sink's Jean Grey. Obviously, we know that they want to set up the X-Men, a younger X-Men of unknown actors that's come out recently. She could be one of the starting leads of that film. Introduced here. She's one of the bigger names because of Stranger Things. She's not a massive name in Hollywood. She hasn't done a lot of actual films in the industry. She's done a few Netflix films, which, do they count? I don't really count them, to be honest. But yeah, look, I've got not a lot else to say. I'll say this as well. I mentioned it. A lot of people are gassing this suit up. I think people were so fed up with the shit suits Tom Holland had before that they're giving this a bit too much credit. All they've done is looked at a comic book and adapted it beat for beat, but it almost looks like it's fan-made in the sense of, I don't know, it looks almost like a costume that I could buy, a very expensive costume. But for me, and it's not nostalgia, I promise you this, that TASM, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit will never be topped. It looked expensive. It looks like a film-esque quality suit. Yet I could believe that he could make that. Those big fucking eyes, those big eyes, the raised webbing, it just, everything about it worked. The symbol was different as well. It was the longer legs for a longer Spider-Man. Fucking Andrew Garfield is a tall guy. I think that suit's by far the best. The one advantage this suit has to that suit is the blue pops a bit more because they've gone for that lighter, comic accurate blue. I remember the TASM 2 suit blue not being like, you know, Man of Steel dark blue, but it was a darker blue. That's minute. That's just a fun thing to discuss about the suit. I think the suit works. I think this film's going to smash all sorts of fucking records. I think this will be $1 billion for sure. I think that's guaranteed at this point, which is great for Marvel. Obviously great for Sony, but great for Marvel because they can class this as an MCU project, and they're trying to climb their way out of the ditch they were in the phase 4, 5, and 6 is off to a decent start. But phases 4 and 5 put them in a hole. They're trying to make their way out. And yeah, the journey started with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Obviously, people were so jaded by the previous phases that those films didn't make too much money. I believe both films made around 400 to 500 mil. Maybe Fantastic Four was a little bit over. Maybe. I could be wrong. That's obviously not great at all, but the purpose of those films, in my eyes, was to win back the trust of the fan base. Show that we're actually doing fucking real films again with good plots, serious tone, well-made projects in a larger story. And the Doom story is there. It's being built. I don't think this will go into Doom too much. Let's talk about this quickly. How long I've been going? I've been waffling for... Okay, that's fine. Let's talk about this quickly. If you don't want spoilers for this film, or potential spoilers, click away now. Thank you for watching. Let's talk about the rumoured ending of this film, because test screening reports said that the ending was very controversial. It split the audience. I assume... I really, really think, unless they've changed it from the backlash, I think Peter's going to die this film. And I think that it's very, very intentional in the sense of, I think he's coming back with that black symbiote suit for Secret Wars. I don't think he'll be in Doomsday, which is a shame, but we'll get him Secret Wars for sure. I genuinely really, really believe that that's the case. I think he's going to die. There's already been a leaked photo of... I can't really pull it up for you guys because I'll get my channel sniped by Feige. But there's a photo of Frank carrying Spider-Man into a hospital. I think that's ripped right from the comics from when he died, I'm pretty sure. I think I'm correct there. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, that's the rumoured ending. And say it's controversial, I really don't think so. Let's be real, Marvel never fucking kills off anyone. They never ever have. It's their one massive flaw. It's why you don't feel the stakes as much. And as fun time as Endgame is, it's one of the biggest negatives of the MCU started in Endgame, that time travel bollocks, the multiversal shit. But we're in it now. And yeah, I think they might kill him. And that symbiote's going to bring him back for Secret Wars. That's what I believe. That's my headcanon right now. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Fucking hell, what a trailer. A lot in there to unpack. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to rewatch this many, many times until that film comes out. I've already booked my ticket. Let's fucking go. Make sure you buy your tickets. Let's go enjoy a Spider-Man film again. It's been too long. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the trailer. If you did, tell me why. If you didn't, tell me why. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.